What? No! Seriously! What is this? How does this exist? Or a better question is, why does this exist? If for some reason you can't read the title of the video, what this is an anime OVA that's based on 2 different toy lines for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And apparently they were hoping to promote both toy lines with this 2-part OVA. As far as I could tell, there's actually no Japanese dub of the original 1980s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. So instead of just bringing it over like they did with the X-Men, they decided to make their own TMNT series. And, Hoo-wee! I don't know what I just witnessed, but I feel like I should share it with you all. So here it is, folks, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles anime called Mutant Turtles, the Superman Legend. And before you ask, no, Superman does not actually appear in this. Breaks my heart too. So our first OVA begins with some backstory. And by backstory, I mean it feels like we missed an entire OVA series or something. What the fuck's a mutastone? Super Mutation! その石は彼らを3分間だけスーパータートルズへとパワーアップさせる。Dear sweet merciful Christ, what the fuck are those things? They look like a cross between X-Men's Wolverine and Ace from the Gang Green Gang. I'm scared! But the Shredder has his own Mutastone, a dark Mutastone, and he's able to use it to transform longtime characters Bebop and Rocksteady into Birdie from Street Fighter if he was played by Ganondorf, and Savage Dragon if he was Rhinox's long-lost brother. Well, okay. How much worse can it get after that? What? Good God, they turned Shredder into... I don't know what the hell they turned him into, but that is not the Shredder. It's like Garudamon ain't the cast of Saint Seiya or something. Dear God. We're not even a minute and a half into this, and I've already made 9 references. If I run out, dear God help me. Apparently the Turtles can use their crystals together to do some super big awesome thing. Oh, what's it gonna do? Fuse them to some sort of ultimate warrior turtle saint or some shit? Kidding! I was kidding! Leave it to Japan to turn the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Kamen Rider. And people thought Venus de Milo was blasphemous to the Turtleverse. At least they never turned them into... Oh God, it's too painful to look at. Take it away. Someone take it away! Why are we watching that movie instead? I mean, them discovering new powers and experimenting with them while combating an old foe who gained newer, darker powers makes for a much more interesting story than a pointless prologue. What's the point of changing everything of this new Turtles continuity if you're just gonna hand-wave over what exactly happened? Okay, why is it called the debut of Saint if he was already revealed in the prologue? You see what I mean yet? I think we missed an entire series or something. Is there like an unreleased underground TMNT anime that I'm missing and only select people and bootleggers actually know about it? Our story hasn't even began, and I've already squeezed out so much material like it was a glass of fucking orange juice or something. So, to get on with this, I'm gonna stop complaining about every little thing I see, or else this is going to be a really long video. So we begin our tale of turtle heroics in space! Our gear works fine. It's everything else that's broken. Actually, there is cause for alarm because random stars are going out, one after another. Someone better call Goku because Broly's on the loose again. So the Shredder and Krang, who sounds like a squeaky toy, begin tossing around ideas about what's causing the stars to go out before they turn to their dark Mutastone and begin chatting about waking her up. And when that happens, they will destroy the world. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, and we're only 6 minutes into this. You know, I don't drink, but I'm thinking that maybe I should. We cut to April O'Neil reporting about the incident on the stars. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. After the report ends, we finally see our heroes in a half shell, and I gotta say, it's actually really weird watching the turtles refer to each other with Japanese terms like chan. April shows up and they pretty much go, yep, Shredder's totally behind this. The fairy basically confirms what Shredder and Krang were talking about earlier, when all of a sudden the planet starts shaking. I certainly hope so, because then we might get turtles forever. So it turns out that Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady have already showed up and are ready to fight. You know, because that works out so well every other time they do it. They mutate into those weird forms they had in the prologue, and the turtles do the same by morphing into those... Excuse me for a second. To be fair, Splinter says that it's more than likely a decoy, so that they can stall the turtles for more time and resurrect Dark Moo, who has no relation to Moo from Monster Rancher. Which bums me out, because I could be watching Monster Rancher instead. Shredder and Chris the Fairy jump into the sewers to find Krang in the Technodrome, while April O'Neil goes to the news station to quote-unquote broadcast the truth. I'm glad you're concerned for your turtle friends, April. You know, the ones who are fighting for their lives right now. But hey, as long as you get your scoop, I guess. Oh, come on! Look, guys, it was amusing the first time you did it, funny the second time you did it, but now you're just beating a dead horse. We're missing a Turtles fight scene to focus on a faceless character who apparently wears glasses. This is the third time we've heard about this guy, and we don't even know what he looks like, let alone whether or not he wears glasses. Hell, for all I know, his glasses look like this. You tell him, Donnie. Wait, what was I missing? Oh yeah, the fight! There's not going to be any real ninjutsu in this, is there? Splinter shows up to try and thwart Krang from reviving Dark Moo, but to no avail. I'm glad we had that subplot. They squeeze in one more joke with the guy's glasses before showing disasters all over the world, including a tornado almost sucking up the Battletoads. Well, what the hell's going on here? Holy shit, everyone! It's the day after tomorrow! This is gonna be really underwhelming! And if you saw that joke coming, here's another. Holy shit, everyone! It's the ultimatum wave! A lot of characters are gonna die, and readers are gonna be pissed about it! It'll be a long time before I actually get to Ultimatum in the Ultimate retrospective, so I hope that quenched your thirst for a while. So the turtles are getting their asses handed to them on a pizza platter until the tidal wave comes in and unexpectedly saves the day. Banter. Thousands of people are dead. I don't know its technical name, but in English it's called the doggy paddle. April O'Neil shows up with a chopper to tell the turtles that she has located the Shredder and has completely ignored all the dead people because, you know, April O'Neil has some really fucked up priorities in this anime. You can fly! Get yourself down! So Dark Moo eventually wakes up and blasts the Shredder, turning him into Godzilla, apparently. Great, I already mentioned a Roland Emmerich movie. Now that Godzilla's here, things are gonna get stupid. Actually, the Shredder got transformed into Destroyer, of all people. Okay. My sentiments exactly. Do you have any idea how many jokes I had to skip just to get this far? Wait a second here. So Splinter can stop a blast from a titanic demonic version of the Shredder with enhanced powers of a dark goddess, but he can't outmuscle Krang's crappy robot suit? Why am I expecting consistency from this? So the turtles defeat Destoroyah Shredder by the miracle power of infinite stupidity, and then Dark Moo shows up to cause more destruction. So she flies into space instead. Okay, mission accomplished? Not really, because the turtles fuse into the Abomination, I mean the Turtle Saint, and fly after her. With your powers combined, I am Captain... whatever the fuck I am. When they're in space, we see... Thanks! I'm so glad you decided to follow up once again about this guy's issue with his spectacles. The entire fabric of the story is being held together, nay, carried on the shoulders of the mysterious NASA guy who has vision problems. So the Turtle Saint catches up to Dark Moo, and instead of, you know, fighting her, he does fuck and all before being blasted away by her Dark Hadoken. It takes Chris the Fairy sacrificing herself and some magic words of encouragement from Splinter before they can do the super special ultra mega attack and seal away Dark Moo forever. Or do they? I don't know, we'll find out in part 2. The turtles defuse and end up in the shuttle with, oh, the glasses guy there. And I'm surprised they didn't actually mention that one more time. And the OVA thankfully comes to an end. Oh my lord, that was stupid! See, on the scale of stupidity, ranging from 1 to 10, that was easily a fucking 12! The only good thing I can say about it is that the art style is actually relatively good when we're not seeing, you know, that! And the one area that you would expect to have decent things happening, you know, fighting, they get that wrong! At most, we see them call out an attack, and that's the end of it. It either stops or it hits. Never in this entire OVA do the turtles so much as throw a punch, or a kick, or use their weapons, ever. You'd think that the one place in the world to get ninjutsu right would be Japan. I mean, they're the same country that turned this orange jumpsuit wearing waste of space into a cultural phenomenon, and they can't even show the turtles engaging in some decent ninjutsu fighting? Well, that's all the stupid I can handle at one time, so come back next time and we're gonna check out the second Turtles OVA. Santa Maria.